22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway here in London. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they can...
Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And incomplete on the deep ball. Trying to find Breece Hall out of the backfield, but it'll be second down. But you look at this defense. They're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Here is third and quite a ways. Rodgers changing the play, it appears. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. Down the left sideline. And all the way in for a touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Tigers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive, he burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. Matthew Judon in there to take him down.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
They'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown! Tyquan Thornton, 71 yards. And the Condors are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Chad Ryland now to add the PAT. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again. They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, take 26. Come out.
From the gun, it's Rodgers.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it. So this is something we didn't see all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
A first down carry by Elliott. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8.
They go to Elliott again. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Here's a quick throw right side. Touchdown!
Juju Smith-Schuster.
A 1-yard touchdown reception. And his guys have taken the lead.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception.
And got his man complete.
Down to the 10. Touchdown!
Nicole Hardman, 75 yards.
And the Tigers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in them. In one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
He'll look to throw. Short pass caught by Henry. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Complete to Hunter Henry. A gain of 12. First down, Mexico City.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Pretty entertaining start. 14-all to score on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Inside give to Elliott.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
A gain of 15. And the Mexico City first down.
They'll drop to throw.
Full right side going to be taken in by Henry.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2nd and 6. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Juju Smith-Schuster
with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And his guys are going to take the lead.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And the lead is now 21-14.
Tigers 14. Chad Ryland to kick
Back out is the kicker Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Once he broke through that first wave of defenders, there was a pretty big gap there for him to run.
And it helps that they were in a dime defense. That's 6 defensive backs. So this is why a lot of teams now are searching for those linebacker safety combo type guys who can add a little bit more size on the defensive side of the ball, but can still run as well. Because when you run against 6 DBs with some bigger offensive linemen, you often get this result.
Go to 50. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. His second catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's second down.
At the 47-yard line.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On second down, a run with Hall. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Throwing now is Rodgers. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They only needed 1 yard on third down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
They brought in the heavy set on third down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one. Wound up hitting him for a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, 88. Here, Mike. 26. Inside.
Now it's Rodgers. Once again, Rucker. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Take 30. Hey, take 26.
To throw is Rodgers. And it's caught. Touchdown. Breece Hall. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Tigers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all, but right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
2nd and 4. And that is incomplete. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Bryce Behringer now. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We're getting closer here now to halftime, and we may need that halftime break just because there hasn't been much of a break in this first half. A lot of points being put up.
Not much room to breathe, is there? Because these guys are going up and down the field. And let's face it, if you're the offensive coordinator for either squad, pretty happy with what you're seeing. If you're the defensive coordinator,
you're not so happy.
You're frantically searching for something that'll work. You're on the headset talking to your assistant. You're checking your play sheet. You're going through your memory banks of all the tape you've watched. You've got to come up with something, anything that helps slow them down.
Searching for answers. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Right now, you got 58. Yeah, this.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Loose inside the 30.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Juju Smith-Schuster on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Condors will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
88.
Rodgers to throw on second down. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, that's one as a quarterback when you put both hands on your helmet and say, I can't believe I just did that. If he puts a little more touch on that ball, the receiver's still running. Instead, it's just an incomplete pass.
Here's Rodgers. He's got a man, complete. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
This play started with the protection, and you have to have it to give your quarterback time to let routes develop downfield, and then it's on him to locate an open man, and he does just that. Play callers love 4 vertical routes because receivers can be open at any time downfield, often for big gains.
And again, it's Rodgers. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a first down.
Go to 50. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
On first down, Rodgers. Catch is made by Hardman. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 25 yards that time.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a first and goal.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Off the option, that's complete. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it. I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Inside. 630. Hey, 626. Jump out. Yeah, live.
Throwing is Rodgers. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. And the offense moving quickly to the line. From his end zone, it's Rodgers on 3rd and 1. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. Jones on the return. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Short pass caught by Henry. Breaks through the contact. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys. But you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. And he gets this to Thornton. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Elliott is into the end zone. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Mexico City.
Now Ryland for the PAT. He knocks it through, and it's 35-21.
Condors 35, Tigers 21.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Yeah, 300. Yeah, 300. Hey, 88, 88, 88.
Rodgers now to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 2nd down and 4.
At the 46-yard line.
Hey, Mike. 26. Inside.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
In trouble, and he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
He's known for his legs and his fancy footwork, but he's not getting much of a chance to use it here. The defense continued to hold the upper hand by bringing him down on that play.
Welcome back now here in London, as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the fourth quarter. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Scat 300. Scat 300. 399.
Rodgers going to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
26. Inside. Hey, left shoulder.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, 626. Jump out. Yeah, live. Jump. north. Go to 50. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Get 300. Get 300. Hey, 88. 399.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers.
Open man downfield is Hardman. He's got it.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
26. Inside. 630.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Everyone's eyes go to him when he nears the end zone, and that includes the coverage. He took away the easy throwing lanes and forced a high throw.
Hey, take 26. Jump out. Back north.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Yeah, this.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Back north.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
Up to the 20.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers. Fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And this offense on third down today, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10.
88.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
No.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
26. side.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. 20. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything.
Touchdown! A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Condors are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Tigers 21.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull the rabbit out. And now here's another interception. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a short gain here down to the 22. Stopped in his tracks by Ahmad Gardner.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They work now on 2nd and 9. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Condors have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth.
The kick is good.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level. We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
And my goodness, another interception. Marcus Jones picks it, and they'll spot him at the 3-yard line.
Intercepted. They'll take over first down and goal to go at the 3-yard line.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Now Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. Second and goal from the 6 this time.
A loss of 3 brings up second and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll try again with Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Here's Elliott. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on fourth and goal. They'll run it with Elliott. And he'll get it only to about the 3 and no further as they stop him. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. Going to throw right side here, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Mexico City, their very slim playoff hopes get a boost as they move to 5-7. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for London, this season is beyond salvage now as they fall to 2-10. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports. it.